Today topic is analogy. Analogy. So we will discuss that analogy topic. In analogy we have the number analogy, letter analogy, word analogy. There are three types. But before that, the other day we had the questions on classification. Question number 17. Can you please work out on this, because some of our friend has doubt in this. 4, 3, 8, 4. This is one. The other number is that 70807. I will check the divisibility rule of 11 sir. 91619, and the next one is 23232. So which one is the odd one out? So if the numbers are so big and we don't find the two even number, two odd number, it's not based on even or odd, then divisibility rule. So mostly the divisibility rule used is the divisibility rule of 3, divisibility rule of 9, divisibility rule of 4, divisibility rule of 11. That's very frequently used. That means all numbers are divisible by 3 except one which is not. So odd one out. All numbers are divisible by 9 except one which is not divisible by 9. We know that divisibility rule of 3 and 9, if the sum of the digits are divisible by 3, the whole number is divisible by 3. If the sum of the digits divisible by 9, the whole number is divisible by 9. And divisibility rule of 4, if the last two digits, we will discuss this all in coming days, all the divisibility rule. If the last two digits are either 0 or divisible by 4, the whole number is divisible by 4. And coming to 11's divisibility rule, so we take that 11 divisibility rule as S1 and S2. Look at this one, 1, 3, 3, 1, that is 11 cube. This is 11 cube. So what is S1? Sum 1. So odd placed digits are sum. Odd placed digit. 1 plus 3, that's 4. And you see that what is S2? Then even placed digits are sum is S2. So here 3 plus 1 is 4. As S1 is equal to S2, the number will be divisible by 11. Right? So the very first thing is, if the S1 is equal to S2, the number is divisible by 11. And other case, the difference between S1 and S2, if divisible by 11. For example, I will take this number as 1,331, and then I will consider this as 7, and this as 1, and this as 5. Now, let's check whether this number is divisible by 11 or not. Now, what is S1 and what is S2 in this case? So here I notice that S1 will be, that's 1, 3, that's 4, and 4 plus 7 is 11, and 11 plus 5 is 16. So I get S1 as 16, and what is S2? So this is 3 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So the S2 is 5. Look at that, S1 and S2. The difference between them is 11. Therefore, the number is divisible by 11. So that is what the 11 divisibility rule, which we will learn in the numbers chapter. So that is, if S1 minus S2 is divisible by 11, the whole number is divisible by 11. Okay. Now, once we have this idea, then this number is divisible by 11, you can verify it. Now, let's come to see here that this is 4 and 8 and 4. So that's 16. So I got the S1 as 16. What is S2? The S2 is also, you can notice that it is 8 plus 8, 16. 4. 1 minute. Let me correct this. What is that? 4, 8, 6, 8, 4. Okay. Let's check what is S1 and what is S2. 4, 10 and 14. So I notice that S1 is 14 and S2 is 16. S1 is not equal to S2, 1. Second is the difference is not divisible by 11. So, this number is not divisible by 11. Okay, let's check the next one if there any divisibility rule satisfies here from here to here and here to here. So, my S1 is here 7, 7, 14 plus 8 is 22. Yes or not? 14 plus 8, 7 plus 8, 15 plus 7 is 22. My S1 is 22 and my S2 is 0. So, the difference 22 is divisible by 11. Therefore, the given number divisible by 11. Okay, it falls on the second category. If the difference between S1 and S2 divisible by 11, the whole number is divisible by 11, Lohit. Now, coming over here, that's 9, 6 is 15 and 15 plus 9, that's 24. So, I get the S1 over here as 24 and S2 here is 2. Notice that the difference is divisible by 11, therefore, the whole number divisible by 11. Now, coming over here, that's 2, 4 and 6. So, S1 is 6 and what about S2? So, this is 3 plus 3, it is also 6 as S1 is equal to S2, number is divisible by 11. So, one number with all numbers are in the form of 11k except one, this one. Therefore, it is odd one out. So, frequently asked is of the three divisibilities, that is 3, 9, 11, 4, more frequently asked in odd one out. Okay, fine. So, let's begin here today's topic, analogy. Now, when you go for analogy, we will discuss in this chapter number analogy, the second one letter analogy, and the third one word, verbal, or you can call it as a word analogy. Three types of analogies basically we have. And when we come to the number analogy, then the way we identify the classification, the similar way we need to identify the analogy part. Now, so in case of number, let's consider that we have the n1 is to n2 and here we have n3 and we have dash here. So, you will find that there is certain relation in between number 1 and to number 2. Now, you need to identify that relation between these two, and then based on the same you need to provide the similar relation to 3 in order to get n4. Okay. Or sometimes you get that this is n1 is to n2 and this is dash is to n4. So, we have the blank over here. So, I will identify how this relation from n2 to n1, from right hand side to left hand side, from n2 to n1, what relation exists. So, the similar relation I may identify and put over here from on this number in order to get this part, right. So, couple of logics are there in the numbers, that is few standard logic. What are those logic? I can call it as a consecutive logic in case of number. Consecutive logic. What is consecutive logic? Consecutive odd number, consecutive odd number, consecutive even number, prime number, consecutive composite number, and so on, so forth. Sometimes they may write this as if 4 is written as 6, then you will be writing what's that? 4 is written as 6, then 8 will be written as dash. Now, you will say that okay Narendra, you are simply writing the even number 4 followed by 6, then 8 followed by 10. So, that is one possible answer, but when you look at the number you will find that that is not the case, its option is not there 10. So, it is not a consecutive even number. then what else could be? Then you will say that simply plus 2, even if you go for plus 2, 8 plus 2, so you will get the same thing 10. And again that is not there in the option choices. So what else I can understand? It could be a consecutive composite number. So I need to check that also, because it's depend on the options given to us. So here I see that after 4 the next composite number is 6. So if I go with the similar logic, the after 8, what is the next composite number? Composite number 9. So the logic could be this one also. So I just have to check that whether 9 is there in the option choices or not. No? Okay. So that is what when I say the consecutive logic. So there are so many consecutive logics are there, as I said, the odd, even, composite, prime, laid down defined numbers are consecutive. Okay, it could be a difference logic. Difference logic. So one number to another number, a particular difference exists. So the similar difference will come from here to here. Difference logic, right? So it could be plus or it could be minus. Basically I am talking about difference logic. The same way the product logic. Product logic. What is that product logic? If I place 3 over here and then the next one is 15, and if I place 7 over here, then the next one, what it is? Product logic. So when I say that this number is multiplied by something in order to get the next number, and it is clearly visible that into 5. So this is into 5. So I will go for into 5 and see that what is that number comes 35. But if you don't find 35, then what else you will look at? Product logic. It's a very simple. Okay, into 5 I tried, option is not there. Then what else I can look at these two numbers? 3 and 5. Can I consider that consecutive odd number? 3 multiplied by the next odd number. 7 is also an odd number. Multiply this by the next odd number. So let's check if the 35 is not there, then I will try another logic. So that is into 9. So 3 into the next odd number, 7 into the next odd number, 7, 9 is 63. The product logic. Now again I find, unfortunately, 63 not there in the option. Then how else I can look at these numbers? Consecutive prime number, right? So you can look at the product in that way. So from here to here, that's 3, the next prime number is 5, then 7, the next prime number is 11. So you multiply the same thing with 11 and see that the answer is there or not. 7 into 11, 77. So these are the ways to verify it. I failed in one logic, so I'll check the second logic, and so on and so forth. That is what the product logic is. And the next one is the difference and product logic. So first we find it the difference between the two numbers. Now whatever the difference comes, this is where there is a multiplication of it. For example, okay, now when I say the difference and product, I don't mean for that. This is 23. If 23 is written as 23, then how will you write 47? So you will obviously not expecting that the answer will be 47. Yes or not? So the questions could not be so easy. What else it could be? Then the difference in product logic, sum and product logic. So what do you find the difference between these two digits? 1. So that 23 is multiplied by 1. it's become 23. Now here the difference between these two digits is 3. So the number is multiplied by 3. So this kind of logic also you find. We call it as the difference followed by product, sum followed by product of this nature, right? And coming to the next one, that is a combination logic. Combination logic. Combination logic something like that is n square plus or minus 1, or it could be n square plus or minus n cube plus or minus n cube plus or minus n square. So this type of logic is the combination logic. You are taking the n square, n cube, and from there you are subtracting n square or you are adding n square. So some of these logics are very standard logics. Beyond that you will get the logic which is not fall under any structure. Few standard logics, the category we are writing over here. And then power logic. That is what is power logic? So first you are writing something like number a to the power n, then you are writing b to the power n minus 1, then you are writing c to the n to the whole power n minus 2, and so on and so forth. So that is some powers of this. So these are a couple of laid down type of questions, but there is no restriction that our questions will be limited on only on those logics. There is only the preliminary guidelines, and after that we just have to search based on our own mathematical understanding, right? So shall I take one example to understand what could be the result for this? Let's say that example 1, 2 if written as 4, then 3 will be written as dash. Tell me what are the ways you can look at this, and then I will give the options there. No, option. So the one is your answer is 2, option A, B, C and D. So here in the first option I am writing 2, 3, 4 and 5. In the second options I am writing 7, 1, 6 and 4. In the third set of options I am writing 2, 9, 7 and 11. And fourth set of logic I am writing 19, 11, 27 and 14. And fifth and last set of logic, this is 11, 31 and 18 and 21. Okay, let's check that. In the first case, this one is the first one. What should be the answer? 5 will be the answer. How did you do that, sir? Simply the 2 plus 2, 4, so 3 plus 2, 5. So I agree over here. So this is 5. Now suppose these are not the options, we have these options, the second set. So in that case, so you will change the logic in that case. So you are saying that into 2, so 16, 3 into 2 is 6. So I notice that here 6 is there, that's your answer, right? Now suppose that is not the set of options, we have the set of options of this. Then you rightly said the 9 here, 2, 2 square, 3, 3 square, 9 will be the answer. Suppose this is not the set of options, we have this set of options are given. In that case, (27) is the answer. Just hold on once. Can I erase this? Yes, my friends, anyone? 27. Now, allow me to look at the way you looked it. So, this is 2 and this is 2 to the power 2. This is n, this is a n to the power n. The similar way, this is 3 and this should be 3 to the power 3. In that case, 27 will be the answer. If the set of options given in this way, so I will not find the 2 square, I will 3 square, I will not find into 2, I will not find plus 2. So in that case, you need to keep searching the other possible logic, in which as you find that if this is n, this is n to the power n. Okay, I appreciate this one. Now suppose we have the set of logic this, done. Okay, 18. How did you get 18? 2 cube minus 2 square. Yeah, that's right. So this is 2 and this is 2 cube minus 2 square. 2 cube is 8, 2 square is 4, which is 4. So if this is n, this is n cube minus n square. Yes or not? So in the same case, in case of 3, what we do, if this is 3, then this should be 3 cube minus 3 square. And 3 cube is 27 and 3 square is 9, 27 minus 9, 18. So, and that way this could be our answer. Okay. So, that is no specific structure that this has to be the answer in the cases like this. It depends on what option given in the option choices. Based on that, I need to look at the logic. Okay. Let's move on. Now, if I ask couple of questions randomly, then see how do you respond to this. Example 2, and that is 37 if written as 31, then 17 will be written as, and your option choices 15, 21, 23 and 17. Can you respond to this? I put the option choices, right? So now what you are understanding, the bluntly I will say that 37 and 37 and the next number is 31, so it is decreasing, minus 6, so I will go for minus 6. When I see minus 6, 11 is not there, it's okay. So I notice that both the numbers are prime number, 37 and 31. So and 31 is the preceding prime number of 37. So in that case, the 17, the preceding prime number will be 13. So look at this one, 13 is there? No, 13 is also not there. Preceding prime number 13. So I don't have the 13, right? Okay. In that case, what else I can looked upon on this? Minus 6, I saw it's not working. Preceding prime number, I saw that it's not working. What else it could be? Because, yes, 3 into, acha, 1 minute, 15, 21, I made a mistake, I am sorry for that. This option given as 13, I am sorry. So this option given as 13, that means preceding prime number, okay. So the same way, let's come to example 3, that is if 12 is written as 144, then how will you write 23 with the same logic? And your option 528, 276, 288 and 729. So, okay, if I don't put the option, my friend will say that okay, 12 square. So, therefore, 23 square 576 should be the answer. 529, but 529 is not there. 276 is there in the option choice. Okay, just allow me to see one or two more responses. How is it? The number is increasing. If the number is increasing, if it is not in 12 square, it could also be into 12. If it is not 12 square, then this number from here to here, it could be into 12. So, can I check that into 12? Just don't stick with the only one logic, okay, square, it's not working. So, into 12 is there, so I will go for into 12. If that is not working, then probably I start looking in the different angle. No? So, with 12, we need to check whether answer is there or not. So, 12 3 is 36, carry 3, and 12 to 24, and 24 plus 3 is 27. You have rightly said, into 12. Yes? Okay. Now, take that example 4, and these are the variety of questions you will find, and that is if 2 is written as 8, then 4 will be written as, and your option choices are 512 and 63 and 1024 and 524. Yeah, please do it until unless you just open up the pen and then start trying here and there. You will not get open up on the different kind of logic. Okay, if you ask me, Narendra, you try it, then 2 cube, 4 cube, 64. 64 is not there. Yes, Lohit? What's your answer then? What's the answer? 1024. Look at this. Lohit answered it. 1024. Let's ask him, how did he do it? Yes. N power n plus 1. If this is n, then this is n to the power n plus 1. Look at this one. This is 2 and this is 2 to the power 3. And what is that 3? 2 plus 1. Yes or not? Then I will apply the same logic over here. So, this is 4. So, here it is 4 to the whole power 4 plus 1, that's a 5. 4 to the power 5, 2 to the power 10, which is 1024. So, this is your answer in that case. Before we go with the handout, I want to discuss some of the questions here, and then we will move on to the handout. Now, let us take the example 5 over here, and that is 361 if written as 289. 13 questions were there. 2020 SSC-JE, 13 questions are from this analogy, combination of the letter analogy, word analogy, and this number analogy. 13 questions. We will discuss all 13 questions. We will discuss that. So, that is, if 361 is written as 269, then how will you write 121 with the same logic? Now, I will write down your options choices here, so that you can limit your verification within the option. $80, $81. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what we. It's an open area. There is no guideline that you have to move in this specific direction or that specific directions. I notice that these numbers are squares. All the three numbers are squares. So the very first part I will go looking at is this is 19 square and this is 17 square. So this is 11 square. Then what should I do? When I looked at the number, that is 19 followed by 17. It could be a consecutive odd number or could be a consecutive prime number. Right? I am not sure of it. So the 11, the consecutive odd number, then I will go for 9 square, 81 is there. Say yes, 81 is there. Had 81 would not have been there, then I would have been considered this as a consecutive prime number. And then I will, this is 11, I would have been gone for, this is 7 square 49, I would have been gone for that. Okay? Even if it is not there, so sometimes it happens that it is simply subtraction. As squares are given, therefore you get stuck with the squares and keep thinking that is how the, what should be the next number square. But it could be a simply difference, and to misguide you, they will give the difference of all which are the numbers either cube or square of the number, so that your attention will get deviated and you will keep roaming around the squares of the number. So we just have to take care of those things, right? Now let's move on for example 6 over here. That is, if 35 is written as 46, then 78 will be written as dash, and your answers are, options are 117, 109 and 89 and 72. Okay. So here you successfully identified it. How did you get 89? Plus 11. It is simply plus 11. From here to here plus 11. So from here to here it is plus 11, and option is there. That's over. I don't need to go for any other logic, as long as with one logic, one option I get. Okay. Now similar way, if I move on to the next one, look at this. 36 is written as, so example 7, 36 as written as 49. In that case, 81 will be written as what? And your option, yes? Okay. So 100, 94, 112. And this is A, this is B, this is C, and in D, A or B. What's your option then? You get something like that. Yes, sir? Only A or B. So you got the two different logic with two different answer. Okay, the very first thing I really appreciate that 6 and 7 square, then 9 and 10 square, 100. The second is the number is in a increasing order. So if the number is increased by 13, so increase this number also by 13, so you are getting 94. Yes, so it could be A or B also. So option D in that case. Okay. And similar way, we will go for few more examples before I take the handout. Okay. Now, if 2 is written, example 8, if that 2 is written as 4, then 2 is written as 8. 2 is written as 8, then 4 will be written as, so 15, 16, 17 and 18. Yes, 16. How did you notice that's 16, 4? into 4. Is it into 4? So I will go for into 4, and 4 is 16. Okay. Now if 64 is there, then that could also be my answer, because this is 2 cube and 4 cube. Okay. Now example 9 here, that is 4 is written as 16, then 5 will be written as your options here 20, 22, 24 and 28. Will it be 20? Okay. Logic? 4. So then 5 is 20. That's over. So don't look at any other angle now, because the moment we got one logic over here into 4 and into 4 for 20, no need of verifying whether the square or any other relation exists or not. No, don't try that. Then the next one, that is 9 is written as 81, then 12 will be written as a dash, and I'll give these options 136, 145 and 108 and 132. I am sure you are ready with your answer. How much? 108. It's okay. 108. How did you get that? Into 9. So 12 into 9. Okay. Now let me take another question. That's these all are only basic or the sample questions, I may call it, and that's example 11. And if 14 is written as 30, then 120 will be written as, and then this is 300, 242, 180 and 240. 240. Is it 240? Okay. 242. Okay. Product logic. So you see that this is 14 into 2 is 28 plus 2. Whatever the logic we worked out on the number series, all those type of logics will fall in this, and also even in classifications. So here into 2 and plus 2, 440 plus 2, 242. Okay. Now if I give you this example, that's a 15 and 95, then how will you write 3 and dash? This topic is relatively easy, but until unless we don't make some practice, there is a temptation to make go wrong answer. 24. Yes. 23. Okay. Good. Tell me, how did you get? If there is any logic persists, that's okay. This logic is better over that logic is possible only when there is two different logic and two different answers we are getting. But don't try to find it out the two different logic. In the exams you usually don't get the two different logic with the two different answers, and then you need to identify which logic is better over the other logic. So we don't need that kind of analysis in the exam. Yeah, please help me. Into 6 plus 5. That's right. It is the product base, so into 6 90 plus 5. So I will check into 6 plus 5 is there or not. If not there, then I have to go back and look what is what happening over there. So that is 6 3 is 18 plus 5, 23 is there. Okay. So that's good. why not to check this one? That is 81 is written as 110, then 144 and dash 182, 156, 198, 182. Yeah, come on. 182. Okay. How did you get 182, sir? So that's 9 into 9, and this is 10 into 11. Okay, you are looking at this way. No, it's good. So here it is 12 into 12. Then the next one 13 into 14. Over. What I noticed was 9 square, and here it is 10 square plus 10. 10 square plus 10. Ravi Teja. So the same way there I noticed that 12 square. 12 square. So following the same logic, the 9 and then 10 square. 12, then this is 13 square plus 13 is nothing but 13 into 14. It's same, right? Okay. Now the next one, that is example 12. This is 13. Example 14. Let's take this 37 if written as 48, then 145 and dash. And here is your options: 159, 125, 152, 168. Yes. 168. That means you are saying 13 square minus 1. Yeah, that's right. See that is what immediately it didn't, sometimes it didn't strike that this is a 6 square plus 1 and this is 7 square minus 1. So this is 6 square plus 1, 7 square minus 1. This is a 12 square plus 1 and 6 and 1 7. So this is 13 square minus 1. So 168. Yeah, that's right. 168. So now if I write another number here, questions are basically easy in nature. That is question number example 14, then example 15, which is 4 if written as 27, then 7 will be written as 14, 18, 19, 224. Is there any problem? Okay, okay. Now I understand. Logic. So this is 2 square and this is 3 cube. Done. Okay, not an issue, you identified it. So this is 4, right? This is 4 minus 1 cube. So this is 7. Then what will be the next one? 7 minus 1 whole cube. And that comes 216. Okay. Now example 16, and that is 8 and 9, then 32 dash, and your option choices are 35, 25, 64 and 49. Here. Second option is 35, 25. Answer is 25. Okay. Good, sir. Good. Now, what relation did you get? From girls' side, anyone? Okay. You got the logic? So let's whole class work together. Tell us what's the logic? Huh? 2 cube, 3 square. Okay, that means you want to say that this is a to the power b, the next one is b to the power a. The power is become base the next time, and the base is become power. So here I notice that it is 2 to the power 5. So the next one will be 5 to the power 2, which is 25. Yes? Okay. Now, example 17, and here if I ask you, that's 49 and this one, how will you write this part? Any logic? Put it. I am not writing the option here. Okay, rightly identified. So sometimes it's the number given here itself, inside there is an logic. And what is that? Here it is 2 square, this is 3 square, this is 4 square, this is 5 square. So if I follow the same, this is 7 square, this is 8 square, then it should be 9 square, which is 81, and 10 square, which is 100. No? So, these are the very common way of presenting the questions. Example 18, and that is if 28 is written as 91 and then 55 will be written as dash, and your answers are 73, 57, 45 and 83. Yes. How much? 73. How did you get? Huh? 2 plus 8, 10. Sum of the digits. See the diversity in the logic. So that is here it is 10 and here it is 10. Here too it is 10. So is there any options which are where the sum of the digit is 10? So that satisfy over here sum of the digit is 10. So you just have to keep your mind open. Sometimes you find that the similarity, then that could be the answer. One last example and then we move on. That is 789 if written as 774, then 368 will be written as dash. And your option choices are 385, 351, 346, 317, that's it. Okay. Now, the next number is smaller than the previous number. So, let us find out how much is smaller. That is what the very first look I should do when I see that the especially numbers are closer to each other. Then that is 9 minus 4 is 5 and then 8 minus 7 is 1 and then that is all 15. Am I right? The difference is 15. So, I will go for the difference of 15. So, minus 15 I do not find anywhere we have we have 3. So, we do not have. So, what else it could be? 789 and 774. Okay. 317. This is 368. What else? What is the sum of these digits? 7 plus 8, 15 and 15 plus 9 is 24. Huh? This one. So that is 7, 7, 14 and 18. Okay. So there 9 and that is 17. Okay. Even if I look at that logic, then the difference is 6. So if the difference is 6 minus 6 11, do we have any option where the sum comes 11? Huh? That's these all are the diversity you will find while dealing with the number analogy. Right? Actually, I got stuck over here. Then I thought that we have to move on. No? So until unless you don't look at the another logic, you will not be able to find it out. So I try to find out what is the sum of the digits. So sum of the digits here 24 and there 18, I see that the second digit is a sum of the digit is minus 6. There minus 6, any option is there? Yes, 317 this. So in analogy, number analogy is done. Some examples. Now letter analogy. Letter analogy. Whenever you are dealing the letter analogy, then the very first thing we need to notice the vowel, consonant, because that's a very big part on the 26 letters, that some are vowels and some are consonants, something like in a number, the even number and odd number kind of thing. So that track you have to keep it. The similar way, consecutive vowel or the consecutive consonants, or the preceding vowel and the preceding consonants of the given number, the same and opposite letter, corresponding letter. So you have to keep the track of those. Let's discuss one or two example before we go to the paper or today's handout. Now example 1 over here, if I ask you if A is written as E, then O will be written as, and your options are R, T, I and U. This is U. Which one? U is the answer. Okay, you felt comfortable. Did you notice that these all are the vowels here? So let's write down the vowel A, E, I, O, U. And then is there any specific relation established here? So I notice that this is consecutive vowel. So in a consecutive vowel, after O it should be U. U is there in the option? Yeah, it's there in the option. Okay. Sometimes they may not give those options, and then you will find that this is one position number and this position number is 5. So that means from here to here is plus 4. So here it is 15. So 15 plus 4, 19. Then S could be your answer. They will remove U and place S. Right. Just keep, don't get trapped in the examiner point that they purposefully place the 3 vowels, so that you keep struggling with the within the vowels. Now you will not go beyond that. So if it is not working with the vowel, then go for the numerical difference. So that is one. So if I write the Z as a B, then which letter should be written as a M? I will give the options to you, and those are L, N, O, J. Yes, N. How did you get, ma'am? N. It's Z and B are not opposite. So after Z, these all are the A, B, C, D. I will be writing over here. The A, B, C, D and so on so forth. Y, Z. Then again it is starts with A, B, C, D, E, F. It's a cycling process. No, the letters are cycling process. So here, what is the 27th letter? So 27 minus 26, that is the first letter. A is the 27th letter. Which is the 30th letter? The 30th letter means 30 minus 26 is the 4th letter. So the same way, if you notice that this is Z, then this is A and this is B. So leaving one letter, the next one in a counting. So what I try to do is here, that is, if I have to come from here to here, B to Z, so this is B, backward counting second letter. So this is 1 and 2. So from M, backward counting second letter, something like this is I, J, K, L, M, backward counting second letter from here. So this is 1 and this is 2, K. But I notice that K is not there in the option choice. Okay, please tell me how did you get n in the same logic? Opposite? No. Can I say that the preceding, this is a preceding consonant? Look at that, B, then preceding consonant. We are saying about the preceding consonant, succeeding consonant, preceding vowel, succeeding vowel, right? So this is an vowel. So before B, which is the consonant? Z. Then in the same way, the before M, which is the consonant is a L. So I should go for this option. So keep it in mind, preceding vowel, preceding consonant, preceding succeeding vowel, succeeding consonants, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then I'll take another example here. And that is, it's a very simple example. If L is written as X, then H will be written as dash, and your option choices R, T, S and V. Yes. Okay. Now T is the answer. This is 12 and this is 24. 24th letter, position number. Now here it is 8. Now identify the kind of logic. It could be into 2 or it could be plus 12. So if it is plus 12, then it is a 20 and 20th letter is T, and if it is into 2, then 16 and 16th letter is a P. So I notice that T is there in the option, into 2. No, plus 12, plus 12. Okay. So, and the next one is if a boy is written as CQB, then rat will be written as SBU SCV, this is V, SCX, and the last one SCW. Probably you are familiar with the latest position number. So this is 2, right? The B is 2 and this is 15 and this is 25. This is 3 and 17 and 2 and there are 18, 1 and 20. Now usually what happens when group of letters are there, then the first letter of this to the first letter of this, second letter of this to second letter of this, third letter of this to third letter of this. That is the usual way of verification. But sometimes if you don't get any logic, then you may switch over from last letter to first letter, second last to second first, and the third last from, if I count from here. So the B, so Y has a relation with C, and the same way O has a relation with Q, and B has a relation with B. You may verify in that angle also. Okay. Here let me check directly first letter to first letter. Most of the cases we find that plus 1. Now here 15 and 17, plus 2, 25 and plus 3. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. plus 3. The same logic if I follow over here, plus 1 that's 19 which is S, plus 2 that's 3 which is C, and plus 3 23 which is W. And until unless you don't have command on the letter and its number, you may not be free enough to analyze in this way, or else it will take some extra time. So that's what the letters to letter. There are so many other things are there which can be discussed on letters to letter with the help of the handout. Now sometimes they may give the questions like this, that is okay, leave that letter to letter, and coming to the word analogy. In an analogy, we will get the word analogy, and mostly the word related to some kind of subjects like geographical word. So they may give that Europe and some name of the city, and then followed by Asia and then dash. So in a Europe, that particular city is in the Europe, in the same way the Asia. So some questions you get based on the geography. Along with same way general science, some questions, until unless you have some basic idea about the general science, I will not be able to answer the questions. Same way if you general knowledge, so if it general knowledge means the country and currency, so this kind of few things they add. And the same way few vocabulary based something, if I say that the kind if written as a cruel, then how will you write hot, or what should be write hot? So obviously we are writing the antonyms, so the some antonyms, synonyms kind of some general activities will be there. Now if I say that cabbage and vegetable, then marigold dash flower. These are lots few general knowledge kind of questions they may ask, right? So insect entomology, then plants dash. So what is this insect entomology? The study. Okay, the study of insects. Insects are called entomology. The same way study of plant, botany, study of plant. So few couple of questions you may get like this. The India tiger, then Australia kangaroo. What is the relation? That the national animal. No, and the dog puppy, then cat young and adult. So that is kitten, cat, kitten, right? So the same kind of some questions will be there based on words. And before I take the handout, can we discuss 2020 some analogy question? Now I can see that question number 21. It says select the option that is related to the third word in the same way as the second word, and it is given that elephant trumpet. Okay, elephant, the second word trumpet. Now lamb, L-A-M-B, lamb, and dash. So we have the option bleat, squeak, grunt, quack. So until and unless we don't know that elephant, the sound makes this trumpet, lamb, will not be able to answer the question. So it is a bleat. So we will discuss this kind of many questions which was there in the previous paper, not only 2020 but for the past 5 years. Now look at the number given here, 2020 SSC-JE. So that is 36 is written as 162, then 24 will be written as dash, and your answers are 183, 180, 108 and 138. Look at this, I am discussing this SSC-JE 2020 paper. So the way of looking forward this question is it something like into 36 into something, or there are two things. I may look at this into multiplication based, or I may look at an addition based, and after that only I will go for some other logics if these two logics fails. So 36 if I go for plus, so 6 is 12 carry 1 and 3 and 1 4 and 12, so 126. So let's add simply 126 and see if I am getting any number there. So this is 150, 150 is not there. There is another way of looking, 126 and 36, do we have any relation here? 2 times of the number, 3 times of the number? No. The another way, there 3 square is 9 and 6 square is 36. Is this leads to this number? No, I am not finding any relation, right? Then I may go for multiplication into 5. So what if I go for into 5? Then 5 3 15, 5 6 30, it's become 180, and 180 minus half of the number. That means actually it is into 4.5. Into 4.5, 9 by 2. So this is 18 and 18 9, 152, 9 by 2. So what if I go for this number also into 9 by 2? So here it is 12 and 12 into 9, 108. So the questions will be like this, which I am copying from your previous paper. So it's okay, some Monday, Tuesday type of some easy questions are there, and then it can be done. Let's first finish that cost. Look at this, the letter analogy, the way the letter analogy they mentioned. Where is it? I don't know this answer. Let's we together will answer this question. And this says that COST, cost, if written as GKWP, then SAND dash. It's also the same SSC-JE 2020 paper, letter analogy. So letters and its number. This is C, 3, 15, 19, 20 and 7, 11, 23 and 16, 19, 1, 14 and 4. Look at the kind of difference it has, plus 4, okay, and minus 4. Okay, from here to here plus 4 and here minus 4. That's right. So go for here plus 4, minus 4, plus 4 and minus 4. Plus 4 is 23, which is W, and minus 4 is 1, minus 4 is minus 3, and 26 minus 3, which is 23. So minus 3 is 23, which is W. So one more W comes over here. So this is 18, which is R, and this is 0, which is Z. 0, 26, all multiple of 26 represents Z. Okay, fine. So we will discuss all the questions. Don't worry. One or two discussion is not sufficient. So we will go with the handout. Today's handout, that is analogy, number, letter and verbal. You have 1 minute. There is a shortage. Can you manage 2% one only for one day? Huh? Here 3% 2 handout. Manage. Okay. So first one I think very easy, that's 31, 37, then 19, 23, done. 72 and 100, then 53 and 81. Is it simply plus 28? Okay, done. 81 and 225 if 100. 196, 225, 100, 196. Please notice that this is 15 square, 10 square and 196, 14 square. So there could be this relation, may not be this relation. So first I am going to check this one. Now when I look at the option choices, nowhere square is there. I am not looking at this logic because in the options we don't have any square, the second one. Then what I do? I will go for the difference. So the number is decreased from here to here. This is 125. So from here to here it should be decreased by 125. 6 minus 5 is 1. And this is 7. That's right. Anywhere 71 is there? Yes, 71 is there. Next one, question 5, 7. Okay, question 4. That is 207 if written 23, then 117, 171. Did you notice that? From here to here into 9. 23 10 times 230, 23 10 times 230, 9 times 207. Here also 9 times of certain number is this one, or divide this by 9. We know this is one, we are talking about 19, 19, 9, 171. Can you answer up to 10? I will just wait for a couple of minutes so that you can take your own time to understand. Answer up to 10. One minute. Which one? Question number 6, right? Or 5. 5, question number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please answer these questions. 221. Okay. 221, question 5. Question 6. 35. Okay. 7. 'Good morning, sir'. There the handout. अदर हैंडआउट्स तक कोई नहीं करना. Okay, good morning, sir. Yes. Question 7. 198. Okay. One. The next one 1024. Question number 8. Nine. 441. Question 10. Huh? Sure. Okay. Now I was also paused for a few seconds to answer question 10 because it was 62 and this is a 676 and then 71 is there. So I was trying to see that is it 11 times because 620 plus another 62. No, not coming closer. I noticed that this is 26 square. When I come over here, I see reading here 26. Okay, that's how it got connected. So reverse the digits. It will become 26 and it's a 26 square. The same way here, the reverse the digits are 17 and 17 square, 289. Reversing the digits and square of it, sir. Okay. That is question number 10. Okay. If anyone has any doubt up to question 10, don't have any doubt up to question 10? Okay, that's good then. Now, question 11 to 15. So here question number 10, our option is A. That's 289. Up to 15. Question 11. What I notice is 5 square plus 5. Okay, 7 square plus 7 square is 49 plus 7 is 56 is already there. Okay, question number 11, it's a 56. 11C. Question 12. So you are expected to know the cubes of the number. You are right, it is a 14. So 11 cube 1331. So 14 cube 2744. 14 option C. Question number 12. 13 112. Okay. So I notice that this is 8 square 64. Now I think some addition is there, plus 10 and 10 square. It could be plus 10 or question number 13. Look at my friends, 64 and 74 and 100 and here. So this is 8 square, right? And here 8 square plus 10. Now this one is 10 square. It could be plus 10 or. Now the difference of 8 and 10 is 2. 8 square plus the next number of 8, even number. The same way here it is 10 square plus 12. It could also be the logic. So in that case what happens? 112, which is there in the option choice. Question 14. Question 14. Will you please look at the board once? Question 14. See that these two numbers, I know 2 cube 8, I know 3 cube 27. I know 4 cube 64. Now something strike in your mind, that is 2 cube plus 2, this is 3 cube plus 3, this is 4 cube plus 4, 2 and 3, 4 and 5. So 5 cube 125 plus 5 130. Do we have any option? Yes, it's there. It's there. Huh. 1331. Okay. 5 and 7. So the next odd number cube. 9 square. 81 is 9 square. Next odd number 11. 11 cube 1331. Question 16. 15th question. One, let me write down here. Question 15, that is 25, 3, 43. 81 and dash. Okay. So the sum is 7. So you say 7 cube, and the sum is 9. So therefore 9 cube 729. Is 729 is there? Yeah, it's there. This is one logic. The other logic is this is 25 and 343, and what we did is this logic, that is 5 square 7 cube 9 square 11 cube 9 square 11 cube. Okay. So do you think it's a accidental that we are getting a consecutive odd number 5 followed by 7, then 9 followed by 11? Do you think it's a accidental? So many accidental positions will not be there. Everywhere you are taking the odd number, the next odd this odd number square, this odd number cube, this odd number square, and the consecutive odd number cube. It could not be an accidental part. It seems that it is the arranged one. I will say both are correct. But when it comes to choose the option, then you need to prioritize that which one seems to be a designed question, which one could be an accidental one. So in that case, I prefer that this logic seems to be a little stronger compared to that. Therefore, I will switch on this. Not because of that is wrong. No, both are right. So then filter on which logic is probably. In an examination, you don't get the two options. Here accidentally there is a slip in framing the option. Slip in framing the option. But in exams they filter it. They will remove one option. Do not worry for that. Next, question number 16. Is it 4 to the power 4? 5 to the power 5. 3, 1, 2, 5. Yeah, that's right. 2323, 11, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then comes 13, and then 23, 23, okay, I will correct it. This is 23. So, from year to year into 101, look at this part. So, 11, 1, 11 and 11, 1, 11. If I go with into 101, then see what comes. 23 into 1 is 23 and followed by again 23. You get the same thing? Yes, that's right. 23, 23. Okay. Question 18. Question 18. And these are the options we have. So fine. The very first thing I will try to see that this is the difference, and the difference is 16, okay, plus 16. Do we have any connectivity with this? 5 plus 7 is 12 and 12 plus 6 is 16. No, that could be either simply plus 16 or the number 16 comes by the sum of the digits. So in that case I will be taking the sum of the digits which will be 18. But first I will try that plus 16 what happens. So that is plus 16, 6, 8, 24 carry 6, 8, 14 carry 1 and 20 plus 1 is 21. That is one answer. If it is 214 is not there in the option choice, then sum of the digit is 18. You add 18 to it, then this is 8 at 16 carry 1 and 21, 216. It's there. And this was sum of the digits addition. The 16 is sum of the digits, sir. Hello, what's your name? Huh? Ganesh. So this 16 is 5 plus 7 plus 4. There's 16. That 16 is added to the given number. No, the same way there 1 plus 9 plus 8, 18. 18 added there. I initially don't know it's 18. So I will add the 16 and see if option is there or not. When I saw the option is not there, then I added the digit. Okay. Which one? Question number 19? 1, 2, 5, 1, 8. Question number 19. Everyone observe that 2 cube is 8. The next one, and the same way 1 cube digit, it is a digit based. 1 cube is 1 and the 6 cube is 216. If you are noticing this part, 216 and 2181 216. 81216. So 2 cube is 8, 1 cube is 1 and again 6 cube is 216. The same thing is applied for 512. 512. So 5 cube is 125, 1 cube is 1 and 2 cube is 8. Is 2197 is a cube? Thirteen cube. 13 cube. The before number is in 25 square, right? Okay. Now what is the sum of the digit? 625 is there. What is the sum of the digit? 13. The next number 13 cube. Now can you identify 841? What is the sum of the digit of 841? 13. And the 13 cube? 2197. That's right. 2 and 64. 2 to the power 6. 3 to the power 6, right? No, 21. Okay. So 7 and 40, then fine. If this is 740, then dash 19 is to 100. Okay, just hold on once. One relation I may go for 7 into 5 plus 5, right? Into 5 plus 5. So is there any number where we are having the same relation? 19 and 100. Look at this one, 19 and 100. There is also into 5, 19, 5, 95 plus 5. Gives the similar relation. Okay. The rest I leave it for you to do at home. Can we go through some of the questions like question number 39 onwards? We left with so you have to mug up all these, the young and old animals. So here you go, okay, dog and puppy and lion and calf, we know that. So some of the words probably we may not be knowing. So take care of that. Warm, cold. So I am understanding that the first one is the antonyms, right? So benevolent, what's the meaning of it? We get stuck over there. Anyone? Can you see in the Google? Benevolent. Answer should be unkind in this case. Yes. Kindly. So unkind. Right. The cricket and it's a game. Kangaroo. Fine. Bus driver. Horse. Jockey. And car. If I write the car, then in place of horse, if I write car, chauffeur, the professional driver. You become the big shot and then you have the professional driver for your BMW car. So chauffeur. So the one who drives the car is chauffeur, the drives the bus is a driver, and ride the horse is a jockey. Let's next one. 43. Deer, pound. Horse, pony. What is the deer and fawn relation? You said pony. What's that? Huh? Baby deer is fawn, or the male deer is fawn? I am just asking this. Until unless we don't know, so simple question will not be able to answer it. So if that is the case, if the baby, then I will go for pony. If this is male, then I will go for stallion. So now it comes that deer and fawn is the baby deer or the male deer? Baby deer. I don't know. I am asking. Male deer. So here it is stallion. Yeah, that's right. 43, option A. 44. Digest, stomach, think. Okay, fine. Equator is hot than the pole. South pole, north pole, you know that, right? So it's cold. Lotus, aquit, frog. Yeah, that's right. And school of fish, what it is called? Group of fishes. That school is called actually group of fishes, right? The same way the group of dolphin. Okay, pod, P-O-D. Are you sure of it? Okay, I will go with your answer. Now, question number 48. Lion roars, trumpet, elephant, trumpet. Okay. 49. Lion, stay in den. Sparrow, nest. Natural habitation is a nest. Okay. Indian currency called rupee. Non-Australian currency. Is it pound? No. Air, windmill. We use this air to run windmill. So to run the windmill, the source is air. The same way, water. Which one? Turbine. 52. Sugar, sugar cane. Then leather cane should be there. No. Okay, shoe. Okay. Sugar is made of sugar cane. Then shoe is made of leather. Okay. So is it the study of the first one is the study of the second one? Okay. Nephrology is study of kidney. That's right. So the first one is the study of the second one. Astrology, study of Is it bone? Then which one? It's bone. Okay, fine. Can you see that these kind of words are very common in nature, but still to fix a very proper terminology, sometimes we reserve ourselves. Now, kind. What are these words? Antonyms or synonyms? Synonyms. So, predicament, don't know the meaning. Google is there, right? Until unless you don't know the meaning, you just can't put, and the meanings there, the words which is given there in the 4 options, there also you are not clear. Yes. 55. Yes. What's the meaning of predicament? Okay, what is the meaning of predicament? And the synonym? Plight. The plight of what we call refugees. No one is there to listen the plight of the refugees. Many a time used. So, C. Now, see that a little bit of country capital currency we are expected to know. China, Beijing, Ottawa. Oh, wow, good. 57. Current, emitter, wind. It's an instrument to measure the speed of the wind. Which one? Option? Option B. Okay. Now, 58. Yes, India, tiger. Okay, China, panda is their national animal. What is that India and tiger connection? National animal. No? For China? Giant panda. That's right. Right. Now, 59, sparrow, which makes the sound, we call it as a chirp. Monkey, what cackles or squeaks. What? The sound of monkey. Option? Option A. Sure of it, everyone is guessing on the at their level best. Got it? Option A. Why not to check once? G-A-B-B-E-R-S, gibbers. What is gibber? The sound made by monkey. Gibber. Okay. 59. Option A. Fine. Question number 60. The last question of the class. Ganga is in India and Thames in UK. Fine. Fine. Let me just see if any questions seem deserve to pay attention. Can we look at this part? 26. Alphabetics are in the square root. Question number 26. With that we will conclude. Okay. Square root of AIF is N and square root of BEF is P. Then I need the square root of this part, this 2. Okay. How is that? So this is 1 and 9 and 6. So that means this is 6. Okay, 16. So that square root of 16 is 4. 1 and 9 and 6, so it comes 16. Oh, square root of 196. Okay, so that is 14. Fine. So this is 2 and 5 and 6. The square root of 16. Okay, that's right. And the 16th letter is P. Then what should be over here? B is 2, 8 and 9. That is B, H and I square root, right? So 17. And the 17th letter is Q. Do we have Q? Okay. With the next, I am sure you will be able to do that. Now, here the opposite letters are mentioned. Question number 27, look at this. Opposite letters. A opposite is Z, Z opposite is A. X opposite is C, C opposite is X. So, what should come at the first place? The opposite of K and opposite of T. Opposite of K is P, P for Punjab, and the opposite of T is G, Goa. So, do we have PG? Option C. So, with this we will conclude today's class. Okay? Fine, sir. Thank you. Have a great day to all of you.